Chapter 721. After Andrew kept quiet, Don Stephen dragged the third guy who had volunteered and asked, "Master Anderson, what about this one? Edward Whale is a butt bandit." Don Stephen nodded. He relaxed his hand and started carving the 6 words on the man's face. Then, it was the fourth guy's turn. "Master Anderson, this time, it's 7 words. Fury Whale is pathetically weak in bed." Don Stephen couldn't help but chuckle and said, "Master Anderson, why can't we be more direct? Just say he is impotent or has erectile dysfunction." Alex waved his hand. "It's very sensitive, we can't speak of it so directly, the girls will blush when they see it." Then comes the turn of fifth guy. "Master Anderson, this time it's 8 words. Alex tapped the shoulder of Don Stephen and told Whale family is piece of shit in Westcliff. Very quickly, Don Stephen was done with his artwork. The last one left was Andrew. Andrew stared in fear at his brothers and their bloody faces. He was a very proud and arrogant man. His unfathomable strength and power made him think that he was the strongest guy in the world, and it slowly became his facade. However, he dared not blurt a word at this moment, otherwise, Alex might be serious about carving the poem on his face. He couldn't even stand it if it was the roses are red poem. Hence, he quietly shed tears and waited for the moment when his dignity would be ruined. The only wish he had right now was that Alex didn't come out with a vulgar idea of the word selection. Unfortunately, he didn't understand Alex. Alex preferred to play it rough at a moment like this. With the bloody knife in his hand, Don Stephen pointed at the extremely pale Andrew and asked, "Master Anderson, what should I carve on this bastard's face?" Alex took a moment to ponder and said, 9 words, right? Better make it casual and down to earth." Then, Alex tapped his chin and said, "Okay, carve this, my awesome shit is exclusively for bastard Edward Whale. Andrew's face was as pale as snow upon hearing it. Don Stephen hurriedly said, "But, Master Anderson, the shit-eating guy is Kotz a Whale, not Edward." Alex waved his hand indifferently. "Art, it's just the same, he's going to show it to Fury and Edward anyway, it's better to carve Edward." "All right." Don Stephen nodded enthusiastically. "I'll carve it right now in bigger fonts and deeper cuts." Andrew cried at the sight of the bloody knife and asked, Don Stephen, may I ask you for a favor?" Don Stephen growled impatiently, "Art. What's with the nonsense again? Please, Don Stephen, could you please change knives? You've used it since Mr. Joey, and 5 other guys now. You didn't sterilize it, what if one of them has AIDS or something? We'll all be infected." The 5 men trembled with fright at Andrew's remark. One of them blurted, "Do you have AIDS?" "No." The other 4 shook their heads quickly.